Why do you assume only other races like fried chicken? I love fried chicken. It should be a white person stereotype because of me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. BuzzFeed Yellow is at it again. And we start with fried chicken. Nobody says black people are the only race that likes fried chicken. They just like it more than everybody else. More. So in other words, not all. Not all. Do we have to say it every goddamn time? If black people don't like fried chicken so much, how do you explain the heavyweight champion of the UFC doing this?
Because you know I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake. Yeah, it's pretty clear, I ain't no size 2, but I can wrestle, and I can throw you, 'cause I got that boom boom that all the fighters chase. All the right punches in all the right places. I'm an Olympian, trying to make the top. We know that Jones ain't real, come on son, make it stop. If you're a foodie, just raise 'em up, 'cause every inch of me is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. So she kept feeding me Popeye's chicken, those legs and thighs. You know I won't be no stick figure lightweight, you know that's wrong. So just slide me that funfetti icing and move along. Because you know I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake and chicken. I'm all about that cake.
Why do we make it so we only have pumpkin in the fall? I want pumpkin all the time.
Why can't most white people dance?
So I guess these are like jokes. This is like race fun. We're going to put some people up and they're going to try to kind of be funny in an amateur, non-funny way. God damn it, this is like most of YouTube.
Seriously, like, is it genetic or something? Do we have like stiff hips or like 2 left feet?
I can dance.
Comedy is difficult. Do not attempt it at home. Honestly, I respect comedians. What they do is incredibly difficult. It takes skill, it takes talent, it takes dedication and cleverness, which most people don't have.
Why do you get so annoyed when other people don't speak English?
English is hard. We have silent Ks.
I like this. It's self-deprecating shit. It's why can't white people dance? I'd like to hear some, why are white people so rich? That's not going to rear its head. Why do white people do so well in school? Why do white people commit way less crimes than everybody else? Except for Asians and Eskimos.
How do we get so excited to brag on Instagram that we went to this really cool, authentic cultural festival, even though we went with all of our white friends?
The answer to that is white guilt. That's why. That's the answer to the whole reason this video was made. It's white guilt. It's because people fear the label of being called a racist. You racist?
Why do white people spray tan until they turn orange?
Can't you just be comfortable in your own body?
I'm just saying, it's not tan, it's orange.
I am comfortable in my own body. I am white. I'm whiter than snow. I'm amazingly, beautifully white. Oh, I'm not Jacqueline Glenn white. Let's not get crazy. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of pinkish. I am a freckled specimen. Come from the islands. Not the island, man. Yeah, man. Not the islands like that, man. Terrible accent. No, I come from Britain, Ireland, and England. And that's the skin we have. And yeah, the people that tan, there's some self-hatred going on. Don't get it twisted.
Why do you think that since you've seen 5 seasons of The Wire, you're a cultural expert?
What air quotes were that? A cultural expert? No, but you might begin to understand what crime is like in the black communities of this nation. If you watch The Wire, you understand that there are guys like Omar going around killing people all the time. Not just in Baltimore. Go to the inner cities of Chicago, LA, New York, New Orleans, Atlanta, Philly, Cleveland, Detroit, fuck anywhere. You're not going to do that because it's an uncomfortable truth.
Why do you believe everything you see on TV when it comes to other races?
What are you talking about? Why do you believe everything you see on TV when it comes to other races? Well, this is kind of like TV right here. Should we believe what you're talking about when it comes to race? Fuck me. Are they going to do a 33 questions black people have for black people? I don't think so. Why are you an Uncle Tom? Why are you committing crime? Why are so many of you single mothers not coming to a YouTube screen near you?
Why do we get upset when a TV show becomes diverse, even though diverse usually just means 2 to 3 people of color?
Well, 2 to 3 people depends. Diverse. Diverse? Is that the goal in life? Let me ask you, would you be happy with 13% black people on a TV show? Because that would be diverse. Or are you more about like 50%? Are you really just wanting to bump it up? Is it really kind of a fuck white people thing you're going after? So when Friends or Seinfeld don't have many black characters, if any at all, it's fuck those shows. When black shows have very few white people on their shows, oh yeah, let them, yeah, of course, but those are black shows. What's the big deal? Yeah, black people are allowed to have their shit. BET is BET. There's no white entertainment television. Oh yeah, Howard University is a black college. There's no white college. Oh yeah, Dylan Roof went into a black church. There are no white churches. But let's all get our panties in a bunch. Oh, let's get diversity. Let's.
Why do you assume movies with white stars are automatically more relatable than movies with people of color?
More relatable because I am a white person and I relate more easily to people from my culture. If it was a black guy that was raised in Pacific Palisades in the 1980s, then I probably would relate to him. But there weren't any black people in the Palisades. They got bussed in. Oh, I went to school with them. But they lived in South Central and the other parts of Los Angeles. It's like saying, why do birds of a feather flock together? Why don't you call black people out? Oh, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will in the next video. Say, why do black people enjoy black movies and relate easier to black people? So why is it when Viola Davis gets up at the Emmys to accept her award and starts referencing Harriet Tubman and shit, why is it that the black actresses in the crowd stand up during the entirety of her speech and cry, like weep, as if to say, oh my God, I am so with you, us black women, it's us versus the fucking world. Are we going to ask them why they relate to each other more? No, I see. This is scrutiny against white people because white people can take it. Fuck white people. They're the enemy, the historical enemy and the present day enemy. And no criticism will be levied against people of color because that, as we know, is racist.
People of color have had to relate to white characters for all of cinematic history.
Because cinematic history has been primarily white in this country. Why don't you go ask the white people in India why they have had to sit through watching Indian stars in India? Because this was a white country, way over 90% at its origin, and has been throughout its existence. That's why. Because we're in a fucking white country. It's like saying, hey, why are the Arabic speakers in America, why are they subjected to English movies? It's so insensitive to their Arabic language. Also, there is a sub-niche, bitch, of movies that is just for black people. Marketed to black people, starring black people. What about those movies? Am I complaining about them? Indirectly, I am, because it's bullshit. It points out the hypocrisy. You think this movie right here is meant for me? You think I'm the demographic they're trying to hit? No.
Why is Viola Davis the first black woman to win an Emmy for Best Actress?
She was the first black woman to win. First of all, if you want to see a fucking... Look at that TV show, How to Get Away with Murder. It is the most regressive, gay, ridiculous, race-baiting propaganda show I've ever seen. White people come off terribly in that show. And one after another, the judges, the lawyers, the characters are all black women or Asian women or just women or gays. It's